What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Today we have the Hog 2.6 gameplay I have been promising in the last couple of videos. Going to be getting to 6.3k here. As you can see, I'm very close. This is actually recorded a few days ago before the season had reset. Actually, I believe 6 days before the season ended. I didn't play once I hit it just because I had other stuff to do with quarantine and all that. So I decided to pick out some of the best matches and the closest matches, like the most interesting ones for you guys to watch here, so you can see how I play. I think this season, after the reset, I'm going to push past 6.3k and see how far I can get. I know after the reset right now, I'm at like 5.6 already, so we're getting back up there pretty fast. Anyway, we will get into the gameplay here. That's a nice log to start off against the classic P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam deck here. This is a good matchup for Hog 2.6, so if you're playing Hog, you should win this game. I'd say some key points right off the bat are save your cannon for the battle ram every time almost. For their P.E.K.K.A, you use your musketeer and then your ice golem and your little cards to kind of distract. Bar barrel like that, you can just use a Hog to distract that. That's a +2, and then they're gonna have to drop something like an Ewiz. That was a +2 trade for me right there, and now I can just drop a cannon for that battle ram like I said, log it all back. I missed the bandit there. My log was a little bit late, and this is my biggest mistake of the game right here. Actually, I should have played that ice golem to the left more so it would block for the bandit and the barb. That was the biggest mistake I make in the whole game, so I paused it right there even too just to highlight that. That was can't even make a counter push out of that ice golem, so it was not a good ice golem placement at all. But it ends up working out in the very end, I promise. Again, I don't have my Hog. I know if I do Hog here, I'm down so much elixir that he can just P.E.K.K.A, so that's why I do not Hog for that bar barrel. I have to take that damage. Sometimes you gotta take a little bit of damage to avoid getting your tower gone, so that is something to know. He says good game here. I give a crying ghost because I'm already down quite a bit of damage here, and I'm down elixir. Now I'm up since that firecracker, but he has that battle ram in the back, so he's really up about 2-ish. Again, cannon for that ice spear so it doesn't charge. That way I can save a little bit of health on my cannon, but he poisons it, so it doesn't really matter in the end. That's why I don't play anything else there. I did not think this bar would get a hit, and I was a little bit sad that it did. And that's where the oops comes from. I was not expecting that bar to get a hit, so at this point, I know I gotta take a tower. And he probably P.E.K.K.As. He does, but I know I can spell cycle him out even if he does P.E.K.K.A. I get my one Hog hit, even get a very lucky second hit there. I can log this bandit for the tower, and I know that, so I'm saving it. Go Ice Spirit actually just to block it. Skeletons to block the P.E.K.K.A. And at this point, I know I can spell cycle the right side, so I just focus on defending. Cannon for the battle ram again. Every single time, you gotta put your cannon down, log it so it doesn't get that extra damage on the cannon. The poison, he's using that poison pretty well to take out that left side, or my right side tower, excuse me. And now I can send it a Hog just to know I can finish it off. That bandit charge there was not ideal. I should have played it earlier. And then those skeletons were just dumb. That firecracker is just gonna kill that. But I took his tower, so I can reset now. He goes with the battle ram. Not a good battle ram. The musketeer is pretty much going to take it down. All I have to do is, I could log it even, and I do. Hit the barbarians, kill the last little silver of health left on the actual rampart, and hit the tower. Here, I want that one Hog hit from the P.E.K.K.A. And I know I need to get some damage here, so I start fire rolling. I'm already up, I don't know, 700 damage or so on his tower. That was a bad Ewiz on his end there. He doesn't have his battle ram in the back quite yet. It's in the back, and that was not a good bandit, so I guide everything into the middle. You gotta use your ice golem and your skeleton, your ice spirit to distract. Ice spirit's also very useful for the battle ram, as you just saw there, to freeze it, and I've mentioned that earlier in the video as well. Hog, I know it's gonna get one shot with the P.E.K.K.A. He might have gotten it there. Nope, I get the hit. Perfect. Get the hit. Give me a break here. The game was recorded about a week ago, so I don't exactly remember everything that happened. Again, I don't have my cannon for the battle ram and to get back to it, so I cycle back to my cannon, and I miss it there, which is very unfortunate. Again, I say those two mistakes there almost cost me this game. Ends up being way closer than it had to be. I had to fireball because I couldn't let those barbs get that much damage on my tower. I say good game because I'm pretty sure I've lost here. Even though I said that Hog has matchup, those mistakes have cost me too much. Can't take that barb hit anymore. I need to go in for a Hog. he goes in for a battle ram and a bandit. I hit everything with the log. I almost clipped that firecracker as well, which would have been awesome, but just barely missed it. I keep messing up those cannons and those ice spirits for those bandits and allow the bandit get a charge. You do not want to let the bandit get a charge. That was a good fireball there to kill a firecracker. I do not get a hit, but I can log it again. Block that Ewis with the ice golem. Use the cannon again for your battle ram. This hog there was very good. He should have P.E.K.Ka'd, and this is what all that stuff there. I think this is a juicy fireball. But I opted to just go for the log and the skeletons to distract, and then I can ice spirit. Actually, sorry, ice golem. And now he has to P.E.K.K.A. But at this point, I get the freeze off with the ice spirit, get a nice hit there. Good fireball, missed in the pocket, missed because I thought I didn't know he put that bandit down. So almost another costly mistake. But I get that tower down just barely before his, and I win on the sudden death portion. So super close game there. Even with mistakes, it just shows you, I had at least 3 medium to big mistakes in that game, and I still came away with the win. So don't give up. You can use your spells to spell cycle, which really isn't spell. It is spell cycling, but you're not just on the tower. You're actually hitting things while you're doing it. So that's a very important part of 2.6. And this guy right here is the real Octay. I don't know how you say his name. Octay? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But 20-win player, very good player. 273rd in the world for his best season. And I go up against him in this next match, and it wasn't even close. It was not close at all. He's playing a log bait deck here. I see his name, and I'm like, I recognize it from the leaderboards and like the rankings in TV Royale. And I recognize it, and I'm like, no way he's this low. And sure enough, I'm playing the whole game thinking, I wonder if this is the real one. Sure enough, it is the real one. And it wasn't even close, as I said. So you go ahead and I had to put this game in here just to showboat a little bit. I know it's not the biggest achievement beating one player, but it just goes to show that, even if you're a good player, you do get hard counters sometimes. So you can't get too upset. Don't get angry, I hear a lot of people quit Clash Royale because they're raging so much. And believe me, we've all been there. The amount of people who've broken phones over this game is probably very high. I am not one of them, just to clarify. Anyway, probably getting into the gameplay a little bit here. Started off with a good push. He put those rascals down. I fireballed that instantly. I used my log, which was not a smart decision, as he had that goblin barrel, but I blocked most of the damage with my ice golem and the skeletons and stuff. This dark goblin could be kind of annoying, but how you're going to have to do it, I know I can take it'll one-shot with the tower, and then I can use the musketeer to clean up that prince as well. And a good thing for Logbait is using your cannons to kill princesses. He did not seem to have a very good defense for this when I used my cannon. And he didn't really have anything to block it. He could have played Rascals, but then he would have put him at the bridge, and that's not ideal. He keeps putting his Rascals right next to the tower, where I can fireball them every single time, and that gives me a lot of value throughout the match. So that's something important to watch. I believe he Goblin Barrels here, and I get a very nice log. He does not. And that cannon cleans up the Rascals, though, which is nice. That's why the cannon's so good, because the princess does not do much damage to the cannon, so the cannon stays alive for a little bit, usually after. And it ends up helping me out there against those Rascals. I would have had to spend maybe a 1 elixir Ice Spirit or Ice Golem or something. Here, it can just Ice Golem Musketeer, cleans up all that, and then Ice Spirit up top. Hopefully that prince doesn't get a shot. I wasn't sure, so I put the skeletons just to make sure. Not worth taking an 800 damage prince charge. Never fun. Fireball that princess that time since she's going to be annoying against my musketeer and my hog there. My hog goes and gets a shot against the tower, and with the dark goblin and the rascals, I opt to log it. I know he has Goblin Barrel in cycle, so I'm ready for it with that Ice Spirit Musketeer. And I don't take much damage, and I know I have such a damage lead that I can afford to take that positive elixir trade instead of the damage trade. So I opt to go for that, and we go hog opposite lane. I know I can spell cycle on that right side, that's why I decided to go to the left, making him split up his damage and push as well. Cannon for the Dark Goblin, totally forgot that it outranges it. Misplay on my end, but at this point, with only 15 seconds left, it's not too big of a deal. Again, I log just to give me that positive elixir trade. I know I can fireball or do something against that Goblin Barrel. I do fireball it right there. And that Musketeer gets a huge shot on the right, which saves me some elixir. Would have just been an extra couple cycle cards, but always going to take it. And he's he's screwed. He has no chance. Both my towers above 2,000 health. His is down, and I walk away with 27 trophies. Against a very good player. 21 player, 273rd in the world at one point. I don't think he's played seriously for a while though, so just having some fun, trying out a new deck. So with that, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment down below of what you want to see in the future. And don't forget to share with other people if you think they can learn something from these videos and other 2.6 and Clash Royale videos in general on the channel. Thanks again for watching, guys, and peace out.